Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawashi, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawashi, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawcha, Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach well and rule well, who taught me this truth and continue to teach me this truth. Peace and salutation to the Akim, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing this truth at risk of their own lives throughout the four corners of the earth. And to the Aquath listening and learning, Shalom. Quick edification through the spirit and power of Yahawah. Bahasham Yahawashi, the title will come. But I'm not going to read it out. But we see the title here, right? This came out on Daily Mail today, Monday, so-called Monday, April 12th, 2021. The year of looking for and hastening the coming of our Lord, right? And we see the title of the article here. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave the link. I don't want to Rawcha, Lord willing. I'll leave the link in the description box. But we're gonna grab some scriptures, you know. But this devil, he's moving, right? Warp speed is an understatement, right? But us in this truth, we're rejoicing, right? We're rejoicing to see that it's moving fast, right? But we see the article here, right? And we see this point right here, right? This point right here, this one right here, and this point right here. Right? They're moving. Right? They're moving. Revelation 12, verse 12, and it reads, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth, destruction. To the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil," right? The devil, the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, who is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, Babylon the Great, America the Great, the ruling class elites. They are the devil. For the devil has come down unto you, unto who? Israelites, beginning with the Israelites. Israel being a people before a place. So-called indigenous, you so-called indigenous, you so-called Latinos, you so-called Negroes. Right? The devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, right? Great wrath. Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Right? He knows the shot clock is ticking. So he's moving. Right? He's moving. Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. And it reads, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image," right? The beast and his image. The beast being the NATO and the EU, America the Great, Babylon the Great, their system, right? His image being the image of Rome, the Roman system, right? If any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark, right? His charagma in his forehead or in his hand, right? The MOB, right? The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahawah, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, right? In the presence of the holy angels and the presence of Yahawashi, when they come to melt this place, when they crack the sky, right? With that concentrated heat from the chariots, which the world ignorantly calls UFOs, right? That's that fire, right? Along with the ICBMs, the intercontinental ballistic missiles, the nuclear warheads. That's the fire. That's the fire and the brimstone, right? You worship the MOB in his image. You worship the MOB. You receive this charagma. That's the outcome. That's the judgment. Nuclear fire. Isaiah 66, right? This wicked, the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, the wicked. Who are the wicked? The ruling class elites. Idumea, they're moving quickly, man. Jeremiah 66 verse 15, and it reads, "For behold, the Lord, all caps, Yahawah, will come with fire," right? What's that fire? Those ICBMs, along with the concentrated heat, right? And with his chariots, right? His vehicles, what the world ignorantly calls UFOs, like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. The Most High, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, through his son, Yahawashi, Salak, through his son, Yahawashi, is coming to burn this place. For by fire, verse 16, for by fire and by his sword, right, the sword, for by fire and by his sword, his killing instrument, which is those laser beams in tandem with the ICBMs, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, plead, judge, with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many, right? The Most High Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi is coming to judge, man. But these things got to take place. This is prophecy right here, right? And this is all just going to usher in the MOB, right? This is all just going to usher in the MOB, right? It's all going to usher it in, right? Read this right here. Khan. Let's close out Daniel chapter 12. Matter of fact, let's get another precept before that. Perilous times are coming. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1, and it reads, "This know," right? Know this. This is going to happen, man. Prophecy. Right? Sirach 39, verse 1. Rolling with the Spirit. Sirach 39, verse 1. And it reads, "But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High," right? He that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, right? Us immersed in this truth, the prophets. "But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancients," right? You're going to be absorbed. You're going to be immersed in these scriptures, man, right? We'll seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies, right? Occupied in prophecy, watching, measuring the time diligently. 2 Ezra 9, verse 1. He answered me, Slack. 2 Ezra 8, verse 63. "Behold, O Lord, now hast thou showed me the multitude of the wonders," right? This is the prophet Ezra saying to the Most High, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, to the angel of the Most High, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, right? "You showed me these wonders, which thou wilt begin to do in the last times," right? The last days. These are the times we're in right now. "But at what time thou hast not showed me," right? When you see these prophecies start to roll, start to manifest, at what time you haven't showed me? When are these prophecies going to start manifesting? That's what the prophet Ezra was asking. "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, right? So when you start to see these signs, you're measuring, you're observing the time diligently. And when you start to see these signs pass, right, then you know that the Most High is about to start visiting this place, which he's already started doing. The Most High, Yahawashi, started visiting this place with plagues, with pestilence, with sword, with famine, right? Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world, right? We're seeing that. We're seeing volcanoes pop off. We're seeing earthquakes pop off. Upwards are everywhere. Riots are everywhere. Another riot just sparked. Another riot just popped off today in Minnesota, man. Upwards of the people, right? Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that there were before thee, even from the beginning. Right? The Most High spoke of these things, man. And these are the times we're in right now. 2 Timothy 3, verse 1. Once again, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Right? These are the times we're in. Perilous times, the last days, man. Right? 2 Ezra 15, verse 14. And it reads, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Right? Woe, destruction to the world and everybody that is in it, that dwells in it, that lives in it. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. It's close, man. One people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands, right? We see this happening worldwide, right? But this thing here, this article, I'm going to leave it, right? Got to watch our words. Esau Edom, he's not playing, right? He's not playing. Close out with Revelation 13, verse 16, and it reads, and he causeth all, both small and great, right? These ruling class elites, these banking families, Babylon the Great, America the Great, right? The beasts, right? The wicked, the rulers, right? He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, right? Rich, poor, free, locked up, to receive a charagma, right? A physical mark, a physical carving, etching in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, right? You're not going to be able to participate in commerce. You're not going to be able to bank, trade, possess anything, save he that had the mark, the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, right? That's his barcode, right? This is what's coming, right? To participate in the world, in the Novus Orvis, the New World Order, right? To participate in it, you're gonna have to comply, right? But the elect won't be fooled, man. We'll close out Romans 11. Romans 11. Romans 11 verse 4, and it reads, But what saith the answer of power unto him? I have reserved to myself, the Most High Yahawashi has reserved to himself. I have reserved to myself 7,000 men, 7,000, 7 being completion, right? This is the remnant that the Most High is reserving to himself, right? I've reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal, right? The elect will not bow. The elect will not receive this MOB. I pray you're edified. I don't want to stay prayed up, pray without ceasing. Kwame Ashavala, Wa Abad Babal.